Chers auditeurs,
dear listeners,
bonjour.
Welcome to Comme d'Archi Podcast Season 5.
Saison 5, dans le monde fascinant des architectes.
And in the architectural projects.
Je suis Anne-Charlotte Deponte, passionnée d'architecture et docteur des universités en histoire de l'archi.
I am one of the spokespersons of Anne-Charlotte, who is a PhD in architecture history.
Merci.
Thank you.
D'être avec moi aujourd'hui.
To be with us today.
Et
And
maintenant,
now.
lundi en français, place au talent.
And Wednesday, let's talk projects. In English, of course.
Bienvenue dans Comme d'Archi.
Hello everyone. Hello Gemma, Mila and Corentin Berger.
Hello.
Hello.
You are architects. In 2 or 3 sentences, could you introduce us to your architectural practice?
I'm Gemma Mila, architect and urban planner.
And I'm Corentin Berger, architect and designer.
You are associate?
Yes, we have our agency, our studio called Atelier Berger Milà. Donc Atelier Berger Milà workshop. And by our complementary journeys, we bring together this transcalar approach from object to territory.
Okay. Can you tell us about a project?
Yes, we create our studio in 2019, and while doing small projects, we also start European competition that we won for first time at that epoch. And this approach from the very small to the big one lend us the reflection to achieve in 2022 the competition of VILLEJUIF, that is 100 social housing in the Parisian suburbs with the collaboration of Tolila Juliland architecture studio. We are so glad to have this experience and to evolve it because it's not already built. But what is interesting and what we really apport to this project, it was this reflection from the big territory, because this block is in the ZAG Campus Grand Parc. That is a sector that faces very big landscapes. And so how by doing these buildings we can face and we can introduce this landscape in the habitat. So this project faces these 3 big landscapes, that is a park, a water tank and a big inland block, by doing a repartition of 3 buildings with different heights that allows the landscape to cross this block and create this interiority, and at the same time allows all the dwellings to have a view and to profit of these different landscapes. We did the competition in July 2022. It was the heat wave. And so we experiment this climate change, really doing the project, no? And we really reflect on that issue, trying to make this project reference or trying to really make the project as a cool island experimentation. So we tried to put this subject from the inland, from the block distribution to the apartment. So we had this transcalar, this transcalar reflection on that. So these 3 buildings allow the winds to cross the block and create an interiority, a fresh interiority that is a garden and has a rich landscape. And at the same time, all the apartments face 2 different facades and have transversal cooling, transversal ventilation. Also with really vernacular dispositif, we can have shade and ventilation at the same time. And so all these reflections that go from the object of the window to the block, it's our approach, our transcalar approach in this project.
Okay. Would you like to add anything else?
So we did this project in 2022 during the heat wave, but also after all the COVID lockdowns. And it was very important for us to introduce the notion of intimacy inside the flats. So we create this very thin technical stripes. So we have these technical thin stripes inside the housing that regroups all the facilities and create a thickness between the common space and the intimate space, the rooms and the circulations. And it also allows the house to evolve because all the technical issues are in the same stripe. So after this stripe, the walls can move. Intimacy and evolutivity are also very important in this project.
There are brick facades?
Yes. So as Gemma said, we conceived the project during the heat wave. So it was important for us to use materials that are very useful against the heat waves. And so we use the bricks, which have a very good inertia, that don't bring the heat inside the housing.
This brick is not brick over a concrete wall. So the little building that is 5 stories is conceived as a brick structure, and the other ones we are working hard to have just posts, concrete posts that give the structure, the primary structure to have after the bricks. And so the material is also important to consider all these different CO2 emissions. So that's why we also reflect on these economies.
Yes, because bricks, it's a lot of energy to produce the bricks. But if you look a longer term period, it's very good material because it doesn't need a lot of renovation. It's very stable, not like concrete.
You can reuse it directly, in fact, and that's what is very interesting material.
Yes, a perenne material.
Perenne.
Exactly.
Perenne.
Yes. Maybe.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Bye-bye, everyone, and see you next Wednesday for New Com d'Archi in English. Take care of yourself. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye.
Thank you.
Thank you for listening, and thanks to the sound engineer who was collaborating with us today. Don't forget to tune in to our previews on Instagram at Com d'Archi Podcast. If you enjoy this podcast, don't hesitate to promote it by giving it 5 stars and a little comment on Apple Podcast or on your favorite podcast platform. And above all, subscribe to listen to all of our episodes for free. See you soon, and until then, take care of yourself.